Okay, hi everyone, this is Tammy. This is actually my fourth time filming this video. I had bought a new video camera, and believe it or not, it did not work. So this is the third time that I'm having to record this video. So thank you for being here, and we are going to be making these two different types of rosettes. These are flower rosettes. And then these are double layer rosettes with just one piece of crepe paper. So what I'm going to do, put these aside, this is where we'll be using this die to cut these out after we make the rosette. This one, we're just going to fold the crepe paper in half, and we are going to make these rosettes using actually a thread and needle. We're not going to do the traditional folding and gathering and having to use your glue gun or a stapler. We're not going to do anything like that. We're just going to use the thread and the needle. So anyway, let's get started. So we're going to take our crepe paper, and I'm going to cut about 14 inches for the flower, and then I'm going to cut 14 inches for the purple one. And this, to me, is such an easier way to make these rosettes than the traditional folding. I like to do this. So anyway, so for the flower one, what we're going to do is I'm going to take some thread, usually a little bit longer than the 14 inches. And then I'm just going to thread my needle if I don't lose it first. So, and it doesn't need to be a double, it just needs to be a single like that. So you're just going to have a little tail on it like that. And then you're going to take crepe paper, and then what I do is I fold it onto the needle. I just find that it's much easier to do it this way. Do that all the way down the 14 inches. Once you make enough of these, you get pretty good at it. I do find that when I go to do the purple one, it seems easier when the crepe paper is doubled because it's stiffer, where this one's wider, so it's a little bit harder to grab, but it works still. So I'll just kind of fold the crepe paper onto the needle. And I will link down in the description the two people that I actually watched to make these, both of these types of rosettes. When I watched the first one, and she used a needle and thread, and I was like, oh, yeah, you do that in sewing too with material. Why didn't I think of that? But it is what it is. So, and I don't think it takes any longer than sitting here and folding the crepe paper and then, stapling it. I like the look of how it gathers in the middle. I just think it gives it a cleaner look. So, and just make sure that when you are pulling it through, that at the end you're going to leave a little piece, because you're going to use that to tie it together when you're all done. So, that's why you don't need a really long piece of thread to do this. So anyway, all right, go to the back, and then I'm going to take the needle off and find my other end. And then I'm just going to pull it through, kind of just gather it like that till it's tight. And then I will take these two ends and I'll try to tie it in the back. I probably should have done that one, that's fine. So I usually tie it about 4 times. Like that. Okay. And I just tie it 4 times because I like to make sure it's not going to come apart. And actually, you know, it's not, once you get your circle on there and you hot glue it on there in place, it's not going to really matter anyway. So, all right, so then you've got these two little ends where you have a gap, and we're just going to take, I'm going to take some art glitter glue, and I'm going to glue just down the side. Like that. Just press that together. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to run this through the die cutting machine anyway. So, like I said, I'm using this die, and I will link where I got this die down below. I can't remember the name of the company, but I will put a link to this at the end of the video down in the description. So anyway, you're just going to line it up with the center of the flower over the center of the rosette. I'm going to just go off to the side here, and I'm going to run it through my die cutting machine. And that's what you get. It's this really cute little flower. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I've got plenty of flowers. I've got a swap coming up for Easter, and I'm making embellishments. It's an embellishment swap, so these are going to be used in that. So on this one, you're going to take the crepe paper, and you're just going to kind of fold it so that there's about maybe 1/4 of an inch left on the other side, not directly in half. So I'm just going to fold that like that. And again, the person that I watched, I'm really bad with names, so forgive me. I will put a link to her YouTube channel, though, for the video on how I learned how to make this. So anyway, so you're just going to fold it all the way down like that. And then you're going to have, it's going to have a double layer. So you've got 1/4 inch here, and then you've got this here. So we're just going to take the needle again, needle and thread, good old needle and thread, before glue guns ever existed. And you can use a sewing machine too. If you put your sewing machine on the largest stitch setting that you have, it'll make it's called a gathering stitch, and you just run it through your machine, and then you just take one of the pieces of thread and you pull it, leaving the other one alone, and it'll actually gather it for you. It's actually a pretty nice gatherer too, but I don't feel like breaking out my sewing machine just for these. So anyway, so we're just going to gather again, just like we did on the pink one. Pinch, gather, put it on the needle. And this is actually, I love making these. They're so much fun. I need to find a bigger, wider crepe paper so I can make these a little bit bigger. But you can fold that over as much or as little as you want, depending on what size, rosette you want. But I enjoy making these. And it's something to do, I don't have cable, I don't watch TV, but I do watch a lot of YouTube videos, so just take some crepe paper, cut it into 14-inch strips, and then just sit there and sew while you're watching YouTube videos, I guess, or Netflix, or whatever you prefer. Usually I have an easier time with the folded over one. I don't know if it's just me, I'm dysfunctional, or this is only my third time doing this video, so I'm a little frustrated right now. I'm not good at buying electronics, and I bought a video camera that had like 5-star reviews, and there were a couple of complaints, and I probably should have paid more attention to the complaints, because now I'm returning my video camera and just using my phone, which seems to do a better job anyway, so it's all good. So, and then, you know, I'm not going to show you how to decorate these. If you want me to make a video on how to decorate these types of rosettes, please feel free to, you know, leave me a comment, or if you have any questions, leave me a comment in the comment section, and I will be happy to get back to you. I answer all my comments, so. Okay. And then we're just going, oops, that was not good. I ripped right through the crepe paper, but hey, it's good. Try that again a little bit higher. Alright, so I'm just going to gather that, take my needle off, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to take the two ends, this is going to be the back of the rosette, and again I'm going to, wow, it doesn't want to cooperate. Alright, so we're just going to take them, and after you do that first knot, or when you tie it, then you'll kind of get a feel for, you know, where the back of the rosette's going to be. So, sorry, I think I was out of frame. So I'm going to tie a knot about 4 times, again, just for secure, make it secure. And then we're going to snip that. Again, don't worry about the ribbon showing, because we can always take a little circle or a scallop circle and cover that. So we're going to find wherever the end is, put a little bit of art glitter glue on that. And I know, you know, people are saying, oh, why did you buy a video camera when you can just use your phone? Because I can't figure out on my phone how to use it so that I don't have to use the rotate feature in the video editor, because I don't know how my phone records. It's just weird. So anyway, all right, so there you have it, the double layer rosette with crepe paper and a needle and thread. So I made 3 of those, and I'm going to decorate these again for an Easter swap. And again, that's how it looks. I just love that look. Absolutely love that look. And I've made these before, and I've put glue, you know, just regular, you can use Alien's glue, or what else did I use? Oh, you can use triple thick, and then you just dip the sides, you go around. Glitter, you can do glitter or German glass, but I like the clear glitter. It just gives it a really, really pretty effect. and actually makes it pretty sturdy too, so I like that look. But anyway, so there's the double layer again, and then here's the flowers. Really pretty, and you can take these and you can just make a regular rosette and put it on there, and then you have the border around the outside. But I'm going to make some folded rosettes with the crepe paper because I want a bigger border around the flower to show. So I feel like this one's kind of too small for that, but I mean, I guess if you have a smaller flower die, you could do that too. Anyway, so that's what I'm making tonight. I'm working on these, and I just want to thank you for visiting and stopping by and giving me time to watch my video. If you like the video, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button next to it and the bell icon next to the subscribe button if you'd like to be notified when I upload a video. Thanks a lot and have a great day.